fell down. Of course it did. Hi. Hello. My name is Savannah. I haven't been here in a while. That's okay. Those things happen, right? I don't know how often I will be here. Ouch. Just trying to get my hair up. Goodness. Okay. Good enough, right? All right. Yes. My name is Savannah. I am back for this video at least. Life has been, normal. It's just busy, work, life, kids. I burnt out, honestly. I burnt out. That's why I disappeared for a while. I just burnt out. I wasn't enjoying filming videos. But today, we're on snow day number 2, which is so lovely. It is December 4th, about 10 o'clock in the morning. And I thought that I should just go ahead and rearrange my yarn because I don't have any room to put this big bag of yarn on my shelf. So I want to rearrange and see if I can come up with a little better system. Plus it is in dire need of like some love and attention. So in this bag I have a whole bunch of Sewlivi Atlas. I am working on a petite knit pattern using this yarn. It's very lovely yarn actually. But I don't want it sitting in a bag because I run the risk of my cat peeing on it, because I have a cat who loves to pee on things. She's fine. Like there's no medical issue with her. She just, whether it is dirty clothes in a basket, so I have to make sure that's put away. She likes to pee on those. If I leave this out for too long, she will pee on this. Years and years ago when we were still using car seats, I once had the car seat like a baby infant carrier just sitting on the floor and she peed in it. So yes, it is just her weird little quirk. So I have to be more cautious with the things that I leave on the floor. So that is something I want to put up. But yes, this has been like this for a while now, my yarn storage. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up. Typically at the end of each year, I do pull everything off and count it. So maybe I'll do that too. Yeah, maybe I'll do that too. Just get it done a little bit early. That way I can see what I'm looking at going into next year. Because I still do track my yarn in and my yarn out. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just start pulling these off the shelf. That was actually quite exhausting there. Yeah, I have a bit of yarn. I haven't counted it yet. I just put it on the floor. I'm going to wipe down the shelves, honestly. I realized as I was putting yarn on the floor, I was kind of blocking myself from accessing the shelves. So I was like, dang it. So yeah, trying to wipe down the top ones are going to be a little bit difficult because I can't get a step stool close enough to the shelves now. But yeah, so plan. Count. I'm going to wipe the shelves, count the yarn, and then put things back, but in a way that is strategic. Also, when I was pulling things off the shelf, the amount of things I have on my shelf that are like things probably need to go on Etsy. Like I have these 2 leftovers. I have these 2 leftover skeins. These are the Eddie Bauer Woolpaca. Very nice. I made a sweater out of this one and then promptly dyed it because my cat threw up on it. I made a cowl out of this one, but I'm not going to wear the cowl because it droops too far low, because again, it's wool alpaca. That was probably a bad combo for a cowl. Too drapey. So I'm debating if I should save this so I can unravel that cowl and use the yarn again. I did try to use this yarn for my daughter, but I think she's sensitive to alpaca because she said it was really, really itchy, even though this is incredibly soft to me. So I have like things like this. I have these 3 are left over from a project that I made. I mean, they're full skeins. I could make hats, I guess. It's just, you know, I have lots of things like this where it's just the leftovers from projects. What am I going to do with them? I don't need to make a million hats. I mean, I could and just like sell them, I guess, but that also takes time. We'll have to see, right? Because I don't want to necessarily get rid of these kind of things because they do come in handy occasionally. It's just I don't have space underneath either, unfortunately. So I'm just going to carry on and I'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, I counted everything I have on the floor, and I'm going to be honest, it's not what I thought it was. So I don't know if there's something missing that I haven't counted, or if I've used more than I thought I did. But this number isn't correct to what I have been tracking. But you know, here's the thing though. Every single... Oh, I forgot those. Let me add those real quick. Okay, I just added those ones up because I forgot. I put all my sock yarn on my wall over here a while back to just free up a little bit of space over here because I don't have that much sock yarn left. But anyways, it's still lower than what I was currently tracking. And like I was saying before, I got dilly-dallied. I need to put that one up. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? It's less every year. Every time I do this, where I go through my stash and recount, it is not exactly the same as what I had been tracking. I can't remember if it's more or less than what I initially had tracked. Not off the top of my head. If I wanted to go in, I could look and see. But currently at this point, my counting, I've met 271 units of yarn. So whether that is a cone or a 50-gram skein, I'm counting them as a unit. You know, I can't really say skein because everything is different weights, but each unit. I am not counting the ones that have been tapped into because those actually have been removed from the numbers already for this year. If they go back up on the shelf, I just try to remember, like a couple of the Ploptalopi ones I have over here, those got dipped into, so I counted those. So I'm not going to recount them for this year because I don't put that back into stash number-wise if it's already been used. That now is technically a scrap. So I also don't count mini skeins. I've never counted mini skeins. I have a handful of them down here. I don't typically use mini skeins, but I have some from back in the day. So yes, I'm starting, as you can see, to restock the shelves. I am liking what I am seeing right here. And you know what is crazy? As I just looked through this, I have 11 sweater quantities right here alone. 11 sweater quantities. Eek. Anyways, not a big deal. I've got more. I have way more. This is why I keep trying to do a no buy year, no buy whatever, because I have plenty to work on. But it just doesn't seem to keep happening. What else did I want to say? Oh, I am going to recount each shelf after I get them back up here, because maybe that will help me with my numbers. I'll just, run it by again double check, count what's on each shelf individually instead of all of it here on the floor where I could have potentially missed something. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing this by any like the way I had my shelves set up last time. I had like I had lace weight, fingering weight plus DK, worsted weight, kind of worsted weight, kind of is how I had it set up last time. So far, it's mostly unspun and some, what is this called? It's not Let Lopey, it's Olive Floss Lopey. So it's the chunkier version. So I have all that. I was going to call it my Icelandic shelf, but it's not because I also have Manchalope up there too, which is from, I think it's from Spain? Could be wrong. I have Manchalope, so I'm just calling my like unspun. I do have a couple more skeins of Let Lopey. These I want to make into a pair of socks. So I think I'm going to just shove them up there too, just because they are of the same style of yarn. But then that also leaves me with, I have 2 skeins of Rauma to make a pair of slippers. I have 2 skeins of this Sanus yarn. Fritas, I don't know how to pronounce that actually. I bought this to make I bought this to make a beret. I actually bought black and brown. I don't ever wear that black beret, so I'm not gonna make a brown beret. So I might make just like a regular old hat or something with these. These are definitely gonna be slippers one day from the 52 Weeks of Socks Volume 2. I really like, there's like a style of slippers that came in the 52 Weeks of Socks, the first book that I made years ago. Ended up getting holes in them and just didn't repair them, so I want to make a new pair from the new book. And these are the colors. They're really, really comfortable. This like woolly yarn, like this like rustic yarn is so nice for slippers and socks, like really nice. So I'm debating on if I should put them here or down here, but we'll see. I'm going to do something else. Anyways, carrying on. Okay, this is what we're looking at. That side is nice and full and looking beautiful. This side, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. It's not full enough. I think I do want to buy another shelf so that I have 4. I was going to buy one for that side too, but I don't know if I need it. I mean, maybe I'll buy 2 just in case, but I don't think I'll need it. I think I just need 1, honestly, for this side. That way I can I don't know. I have books. I haven't put my books back up, but I also have a bookshelf I could put them on, but it's always nice to keep, what do you want to call it? Knitting books with stuff. Anyways, I have some yarn down here that I wanted to show you, that I think I am going to list on my Ravelry and my Etsy, because a few of these have been in my stash for a really, really long time, and I've never come up with an idea for them. Or some have been just leftovers. So I know I used to have a 4th one, but I think I might have used it for something. I have 3 fully intact skeins of Knit Picks Gloss lace weight. This is 70% merino, 30% silk, 440 yards for every 50 grams. I bought this to make a shawl, but I was just like, it was 1 strand of lace weight for this really big shawl, and I was like, yep, that's not happening. So I'm not entirely sure what happened to the other skein, but I'll probably list these 3 together. And then I had, I just whacked myself in the face. I have 4 more skeins, but in different colors. So I have, this blue is River Rock. The green I have here is Pine. I got them because I thought they were pretty and I wanted to see what the colors look like before I invested in more. This one is, oh, okay. So this one is, let me see here. Hold on. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Oh, this is gloss. All right. This one's also gloss as well. This one's just black. Fluff. Yep. I think I was thinking like, you know, I could hold them double with other things so that I didn't have to use mohair all the time. And then these two are Shadow by Knit Picks. They're also a lace weight, but they're 100% merino wool. There's no silk in these. So this one's called Cobweb. I do believe that I might have used a little bit because I did a different tie. I know I used at least one of these for a shirt a long time ago. I did hold it double with some Pearl Soho's linen quill. And I'm pretty sure if I did use it, I barely used anything. Maybe I had caked it up and then didn't use it. But yeah, this is Cobweb. And then this is also Shadow, but it is in the colorway Cinder. These also have 440 yards for 50 grams. Just again, there's no silk. It's 100% merino. So great. So I have those. Had them in stash for years. Just, I doubt I'm going to end up using them. And then, all right, most of the rest of this here is leftover. Yes, leftovers from projects. I have these from Knit Picks. This is Knit Picks palette. I have 3 balls of the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Seal colorway. 3 balls of this and 1 ball of the Nimbus colorway. So I have those. I kept them since I made the porcelain sweater. I kept them because I thought I'd make like a hat or something, but I don't need to. I don't need to. So I'm gonna list those. I have these from a leftover sweater, colorwork sweater. The wool of the Andes worsted weight. This is the down heather. I have 2 skeins of those. I have, what is this one? The cobblestone heather and then the apple blossom heather. So I'll have those up there too. I'll have my link in my description below so you can go find these things. I do think I'm going to go ahead and just list these because honestly, I just have no idea. Drops Lima in black, and this is like a, I think this was called Chalk. It's a very light gray. I use this to make a cardigan. It's very nice yarn. It's alpaca. Is it 65% wool, 35% alpaca? It's very nice. So I'll have that listed. I know I mentioned these earlier in the video. I think what I'm going to do is just list them. I'm just going to list them. So I have white, and then this one is pale pink. Bright white, pale pink. So just FYI. And then let's see here. I have these 2 skeins of yarn. These are bulky weight hand-dyed yarn that I dyed up a long time ago for a sweater. I no longer have the sweater. I think I sold it. So these are just the leftovers. I'm not going to use them for anything, so I don't know what the yarn content is. I'm going to guess it is just 100% wool, merino wool. I know it was bulky weight, but I don't know the yardage. But there are 2 skeins. So I'm going to list these as well. And lastly, I have a whole bunch of Holst garn. Super soft. Some has been used, some has not. I purchased these to make, I purchased the green ones first to make the rose cardigan by Andrea Mowry, but then decided I wanted to go with pink, so I got all the pink, and I got too much pink. So I have all this. I'm debating if I should list it separately, like each color separately. I might, because not everybody wants to buy a whole lot. But I have, what is this? Peony. I think I have, yep. I have peony, a scrap, and a whole skein. I have, what is this? Oh, allium. What is this? Allium? Okay. I have one full skein of, I think it's allium, I think. I have one whole skein, one that's been into, and then like a scrap left. So I think I'll just list these separately, and then whoever wants to buy them can buy them all together. And then this is candy floss. It looks like I just dipped into it. And then I have 2 skeins of spring. One has been used, one has not. And then I think I'm going to keep this one because I do have a cone of this, and I'm going to use that color to make a sweater. So I think I'll just hold on to that one. And then I have like 3 skeins. This one is Holskarn Coast, which is 55% lamb's wool and 45% cotton. It's really, really nice and soft. This is the putty colorway. So I have one unopened skein, one that's been open a little bit, and another one, same thing, just a little bit. So I think those will go too. So I have all of those that I'm going to get pictures, and I'm going to list on Etsy and Ravelry. So whichever one you want to go to. Because most of this should actually already have photos on Ravelry. So I'll just have to switch the settings to willing to sell and for how much. But yeah, I think it'll be good to get this out of stash because it's just sitting here. I'm not using it. I don't have plans to use it. So I know I have more. Oh, and then that means I can go over here. I have this bin of yarn as well. Maybe that's what I'm missing with the counting. Because I have a kit. These are like kits that I have. And some cotton. Yeah, I probably need to count this stuff too. This is probably what's missing. So I'll go ahead and count through that. And then I was also thinking about moving my undyed yarn up here as well, just because I feel like I have space now. So we're going to see what we have, and I'll check back in. Okay, so I just went through all these that I had, separated some out, was able to put a couple more into the sell pile. Like, I had 2 more drop sleeves, but they're substantial amounts, so I'll list these with, there is, and then I had some scraps I could throw away. I think that was it that I threw into the pile. Anyways, so I counted everything up, and I'm at 285. 285 is what I started with at the beginning of 2025. So there's that. But my my tracking that I have actually has me at 11 more than that currently. So I don't know where that's at because I counted everything. I don't know. Again, it's not a shock, to be honest, because like I said, this happens to me every year for some reason. My counts just get thrown off somewhere throughout the year. So I got a lot of work for me to do. I think that is it for me. I'm still going to store this down below in here, which is this is my storage for my actual hand knit items. I do need more space. Oh, what's there? I was looking for these. All right, I have 3 more. Okay, plus 3 more. So 2, 6, 7, 8, 288. 3 more skeins of yarn. This is 24/7 cotton. I was wondering where those were. I was looking for those. Okay, so those are in there. Does that even shut? Kind of, sort of. But yes, it does free up a lot of space up above. Let's go back up there. Oops, sorry. Oh my goodness. Couldn't get that. All right, so as you can see, I just don't like the way this looks right here. This just looks like a hot mess. This at least is organized. And so is this one kind of, but this looks like a hot mess. And that's because a lot of it is single skein items, most of it. So I'm thinking I should take a lot of my undyed yarn from over there and shove this. I think maybe under here. Maybe, let me pull it all out and see. Also, I bought 5 skeins of this at the end of last year. This is Nomad's meringue. This is beautiful, fluffy. It is 70% baby alpaca, 7% fine merino, and 23% nylon. It's a bulky weight. I'm curious about using it for the Ava jacket. So I bought this initially, I bought 5 skeins initially to make the Stitches sweater by Kuta Vakika. And I would just have to separate 2 of the skeins, I think, to dye into different colors. But I was worried that it wasn't going to work out because dyeing yarn is really hard to replicate. At least I struggle with replicating colors almost exactly. So honestly, I'm thinking the Ava jacket might work. I really want to make that, but I don't want to spend the money on the Isagar yarn that's called for. It's really expensive. So maybe I would just have to dye some yarn for it. I don't know yet. I don't know, but it was an idea I had. I'll have to look into it. And that'll have to be for the new year. So I have some leftover minis from back in the day. And then I have a pack of mohair in case I needed it. I get lazy and don't want to dye things, and I think that's my issue. I can dye. I have everything I need to dye yarn. I just don't want to do it because it takes time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do here. And this right here, I was swatching for a sweater, and I'm nervous. I don't know if I have enough of this hedgehog singles, plus the gauge isn't correct. Like I would need to hold it double, even though, all right, here's my swatches. I'll just talk about it real quick. So this is holding it single, and I really like how this looks single, but the gauge isn't correct. This is holding it double. I guess it's not so bad, but for some reason, I was really just hoping to be able to hold it single so that I'd actually have enough. I think I can buy this color off of Wool & Co, but it's expensive. But yeah, this was and I just didn't wind it back into hanks. Okay, it looks a little bit better because it's fuller. That also does fill up some, or free up some space over underneath there, which means this bin of scraps can go. Ooh, can it fit? Dang, it won't fit there. Okay. Does fit there though, and I have a quilt kit. I have fabric on the bottom shelves. 2 boxes of scraps. Let's see. I actually have a box of scraps on this side that's full. These are my mohair, mostly, I should say. Mostly my mohair scraps. Oops, sorry. And those are my mini skeins down there too. What are these? Cotton. From what? Oh, it's not cotton, it's linen. So these are like mohair scraps. Here's that ball. There it is. Let's throw that in. That's that gloss. Told you. I'll throw that in with it too. Oh, I have pine. Oh, I made a shirt out of this. I forgot about that. I got rid of it because the shirt didn't fit me. I'll put that in there too. Other than that, this is mostly mohair with a couple balls of linen, which I'm going to actually take out and put in the other one. I've tried to make this linen into like 2 different shirts and it has not worked out. It's really nice yarn, but I just haven't had any luck with it. Anyway, so mohair scraps. I just can, ooh, I don't know, I'll have to see. It's kind of nice doing this reorganization, to be honest. And this is just rando stuff. I need to figure out where to put this. Yeah, I need to figure out where to put this. I got pom-pom in here. And then there's cross-stitching floss, my old business cards, all sorts of different randos things. Oh, Le Garçon ornament. I should probably hang this up. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna leave you guys here with what I've done. It's nice to have a fresh new look behind me, just for myself, honestly. And maybe it'll be good for me going into the new year. Oh, I do have some yarn I could also put up there. Okay. Let's just show you real quick. I have two more skeins. I tore out some sweaters that I made and I'm reusing it, recycling it. So I can throw this up here as well. So I'm in the middle of knitting that one. So that yarn does not get counted because I took it out of a different project. I'm not counting that towards my numbers. So yeah, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you maybe later this month. We'll see. Bye.